Now all these that I'm showing you are technically like full size, so like the length is just larger than what you would find anything at the department stores. Now these are more along the lines of what I remember. Now this is, back in the day, this is how all Stussy shirts came, and then it would say Stussy, not Vans. And it was a really, really nice sort of like calm approach at skating, and it was just something. They had obviously their t-shirts, but then they would just suddenly come out with a badass Stussy shirt that kind of looked like this. And it was really something that threw everybody, and it was really kind of like changed style as a lot of people knew it. And Massimo got sold out to Target, and Stussy never sold anything. And Stussy you can't find even today. You can find a few here and there, but there was like 20 to 30 different logos that you could find here at Sidewalk-Surfer. You can find maybe 5, 6, or 7 online, but there was technically a lot more. Some of them, if you keep tabs on anything sold online, you're getting the only one left in the whole world. If you see something like new, it's really sort of a fun game to play, trying to find all the Stussies. Hey, do you know of any online stores that, because I know it's difficult to find Stussy anymore.
No one sells it online that I know of.
I know, but I was wondering if you did know of even one site. None? Okay.
No. I'm not so familiar with the brand, I would know who carries it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I just can't find it.
I just talked to Sharon. She said she's getting checked out at the hospital. They brought her to see her doctor yesterday before all of this, the pooping and the falling again and all that stuff. And then they didn't admit her to the hospital. So I said to Sharon, I said, well, just keep you posted. She's like, I absolutely will. I said, so if you did, I can let you know. I don't think that's what she wants. I will let you know if that's what it is. I don't worry about that.
Brixton. That's how you say it. Now they're getting some more. See how fun that is? Now we're getting some blue. That's bad. I like that. See ya? They even went a step further and found my flat colored shirt and then said, do it. Oh, you don't want me to go there. I like flat colored shirts. I don't know why. I know you can all immediately tell the length because it's just something that's hard to have the stores get right these days, like the full size shirt. I mean, yeah, you'll get shirts that fit on the shoulders and the right size, but they're just making them shorter at the department stores. These are all full size, so it just looks normal instead of this like small shit. There's another one. Oop, and there's another one. So they're really good about the illusion as far as keeping it like old and faded. This is another one that looks like old and faded, except it's new. Old and faded. So they have a good idea in this skate organization of like kind of steering towards vintage. And this is the last row of shirts. Got some few tank tops for all the excited tank top wearers out there. Thanks, dude. Anytime. Still making the flat colors. Bam. Oops, sorry. So I was in Salt Lake City, you know, and I was working out every single night in the classrooms. And I had these ankle weights that I stole from this sort of fitness store, and I was like inventing like this like lower ab workout that was pretty crazy. And I got it to where I was working out every single night, and then right when I was like sort of trumping the concept of losing weight, my belly area, I got arrested for being on campus after hours, and then they caught me again 3 days later. And it was just right when I was hitting my stride and like working out. I had worked out 13 days in a row, and then I worked out 2 days, 2 times in one day when I got caught by the cops. And I decided, just because I've seen this a couple of other times, that I'm actually illegal if I'm skinny. I decided that. Truly. I actually will alert cops if I actually lose weight. I have this radar beacon that goes off, and I end up on the wrong side of the law just if I'm skinny. I decided that. I ended up leaving there, going to Idaho, visiting with my brother Greg and Katie for 3 days, and then left Idaho. And my brother Greg was nice, Katie was nice, their kids were nice. Greg gave me $300, which was just a nice present. Ooh, I'm supposed to be like this. And then I ended up just sort of calling my mom, and I had an epiphany, because when I was in Salt Lake City and I got taken to jail, and then I just was released the same night for overcrowding issues, I'm like, wait a minute. What if Arizona is having issues? Maybe not that issue, but technically I got caught with a hook in my hand because I got it from the grocery store, because the tape kept on getting taken off the door to sneak into the building. And so I ended up getting a hook from the grocery store, and then I bent it. You can put it in between the two doors, turn it, and then pull the latch this way. And on the third time I did it, a cop came from around the corner. It was the same guy that saw me a few days before that. And I was sitting in the lobby area getting fingerprinted, and the guy I said I had a hook in my hand when they caught me. He goes, "You'll get off tonight." I'm like, "What? You'll get released tonight? How is that possible?" He goes, "You didn't break anything to enter, so they can't get you with a felony for breaking and entering. And so they're just going to technically say it's a trespass, and that's a misdemeanor, and they're having an overcrowding issue, so you'll get let off tonight. They'll just write you a ticket, tell you to appear in court." And that was sort of my motivation to thinking, well, what if Arizona is having any difficulty whatsoever in organizing people going to jail? What if they just don't want to put people in jail anymore because it's just an overcrowding issue? And so I kind of got the balls at that point to just say, well, why don't I just give it a try? I was sort of like, when she said I have 4 tickets, 4 warrants, and then she said it's with 4 different judges, and then I started sort of like brainstorming how things were going to go. And it turned out it worked out, but that's technically the backstory. But I was going to say, like, I like working out. I just think that I'm the fabric of the universe thinks that I'm dangerous if I'm skinny. This is what I look like. Now, if I were to ever carve anything right here, carve it, I'm a deadly weapon. I'm an identical twin. And I write commercials and movies and music videos. It's just something that before I can even get in trouble, the police are called. It's really, really weird. So I kind of just maintain this sort of fluctuation of being about maybe 10 pounds overweight, and then it just kind of fills up with water, and then the water goes away. It kind of fills up with water, and then the water goes away. And I'm just not going to fight it. I'm supposed to get 6 inches randomly sometime in the future anyways, so I guess I'll just wait for that. Look at these skateboards. things are old. Told you the story about my skateboard issue in San Francisco, right? I was sitting on the bus and I was watching this kid like do this full stomp on the ground, like going like 50 miles an hour on his skateboard, and I'm just like, how do you do that? He was like being pulled forward by gravity. I just decided that when I skate, I'm not allowed. I skate with my right foot in the front of the board, and I decided that that might have been where my mistake was all along. People call it goofy foot, but I mean, I think it's the only way you're supposed to skate because it's my right. I'm right-handed, so it's my right foot, and then my right foot is in the front of the board, and then I push right. Well, I hit every single rock, and then I'm skating, and then because I guess I'm leaning forward, I hit a rock, and it's just like. But this kid was like, other people skate with their right foot in back, and then they cross their left foot in front, and all of their weight, I think, is like this. And I just watch this kid skate and skate and skate and push and push and push, and then he just sits on it all lazy like this, over every hump, over every rock, and I'm just like, I hate you. Somebody loves you in the fairy gravity world. Look at these things. Look at these things. Look at the shape of them. They're crazy. Watch this. My twin brother Kenny, one time, there was, because I'm wishful, but it doesn't mean I'm good at it. So when I have this skateboard that I purchased, I'd sit there and try to do my first kickflip, right? Everybody knows that the first trick in all skating is kickflip, or ollie, whichever one. Ollie is where you just jump up a curb, something like that. And then kickflip is where you do a complete circle with the board while it's in the midair, and then you stand back on it again, right? So I'm just trying. I'm landing first, and then it lands after me. I flip it, and it lands, but my feet are always hitting the ground first. And then Kenny comes out, and he takes my board, and he just, because obviously he's been watching people skate, but he never had a board either, but he just flips it, and then lands on it. And I honestly think that I was well on my way to deciding that Kenny took my college after that too. Once he finished college, and I'm sitting broke as a joke. I'm like, so you can kickflip and you took my college? Yeah, well, I'm singing better than you and doing artistry better than you. Apparently I can read minds and write songs for celebrities and shit, so I took something I'm not supposed to have from you, so just keep on looking at those teeth, bitch. Anyways, these are all the pants, all the shorts. Tons and tons of them. Now, a lot of people might not know what's the intrigue with these. If you try them on, that's where you'll realize why you like them. You have to actually, like, put any of these on. By the time they actually go on, they just always feel good. They're comfortable. They're very, very, very relaxed. Apparently, they have a crap load to choose from. And the cool thing is that they cross them with skate shirts. And so, right when you're wondering, well, what do you do now? If it's a skate brand, because these are, just go ahead and put on a skate shirt and then put on some flip-flops, some sandals, and you'll see just how comfortable of a living environment it is. And that's really all there is to say about it. You just sort of got to go for it. Get a pair, most any of these, and then just hang out all day. The going thing, if you want a specific answer, is most of these are going to be 2 inches longer, and they're all belt ready. They're not going to be your typical running shorts. They all are belt ready, and they all are about 2 inches longer, if you want a specific answer. And that is comfortable, but most of it's pretty much that it's just going to be, it's technically a stand against all of your guy friends that do like wearing shorts that show their quad muscles, and they're just like, right? Am I right? Or am I right? Am I right? I'm right. You said I was right when we were fucking, and you said, "Oh my God, your quads." Well, skaters are a lot more charming. We devote our whole lives to comedy first. The body is the whipped cream on top of the cake. Guys that wear short shorts, their body is is um 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 the whipped cream on top of the cake. So basically, it's just like the skater is just like my framework is my comedy. Then lucky for you, I also have a nice body. They say their framework is their body, and then lucky for you, you get homoerotica whenever they leave the house and have to walk around with you and your friends and go to the grocery store. So what you get here is basically, I'm not going to just show my body out to everyone that we walk past. That's yours. You're going to get a lot of comedy, but I skate. So when I do decide to take off my clothes, I'm in good physical condition. And that's really what the skate brand is all about, is approaching it in that order versus your other boyfriend's order. So all of these are going to be conservative. Everything here is conservative. This is I don't even know. This is technically waterproof. I don't know how you would call this, but it's like, and it's still got technically it's just a lot of different variations of comfort level that you'll find in all the shorts. Now here's your actual board shorts. Now, everybody knows that the respectable kind of swimming gear has to have this lock on the top. You just got to get it once, and then you got to get the right size. And then they're your favorite shorts. People that have board shorts, their shorts are their pride and joy. Every guy chooses a different pair. And at the department stores, they sell what's called swimming trunks. These are board shorts. Swimming trunks just have the elastic top. These, once they go on, they will stay. They won't stretch after you wear it 10 times. They're at a lock top. So you get the right size the first time, and they'll stay there all the time. It's just a locking mechanism. You just have to know what size you are, try on all of them, and then find out what size you are, and then you pick out what like fabric you like or what style printing you like. And obviously this store so far is selling nothing except board shorts, because it's really the only way to go to sidewalk surf, to surf. And so you get your surfer gear here, and then your skater gear is more like what we're already looking at. I mean, a lot of skaters will wear most of these types of things while they skate, and then after they get done skating. But you're going to get anything and everything. And then, like we already talked about, a little bit longer in the knee and stuff. Here's some other ones that I wanted to see. Some older styles, some pastels. And then, so you're gonna get your board shorts, but they look like they're all faded and shit. So it kind of has a nice effect. If you're a surfer that's seen everything, this might be something that's kind of cool for you. This is the brand is Birdwell Beach Breeches. Now you can still call this gentleman and order these for yourself. These look like actual boxing shorts, and as it turns out, you get to wear boxing shorts or lifeguard shorts or whatever you want to call these, and these might be the only ones in the whole world, and they look like that on the back. And then you can do basically that one, or you can do blue, same style, purple, same style, yellow, same style, light blue, and white, green, pastel green. So it's going to be kind of fun if you saw anything you liked here at Sidewalk Surfer. I enjoyed talking with you about it. Go ahead and make a call and send him a picture. I'm sure he'll be happy to mail it to you.